We got our oil pressure switch sensor right here. It does not want to come off of there. This is a Jeep Commander. So I got my pry bar on the back of it. I'm gonna click down on the wiring harness and give it a little press outwards. It did come outwards a little, but it just doesn't want to get off of there. This little wiring harness. There it goes. Popped off. All right, you can see this one's leaking a little bit of oil internally from the switch. And that's throwing off the oil pressure reading. You can see inside the harness, it's full of oil. We're gonna spray that out with a little electrical cleaner. And I've seen this quite a few times before where the oil pressure switches, there's a seal inside of them. And the oil pressure starts pushing past it, and then your oil pressure light comes on. This vehicle had good oil pressure. You can test it mechanically. This one, it was obvious that oil was coming out of the center of this sensor. We've got the wiring harness cleaned up and the old sensor out. Didn't have to take the oil filter off. It gives you a little more room. You need a special socket, a oil pressure sensor remover, switch remover. It's got a special shape to it. You can see it's not a regular hex. You can get a socket on it, a certain size, but this socket's pretty cheap. You can buy them at any auto parts store, Harbor Freight, tool stores. All right, so we got it out. This one's definitely bad, leaking oil. You can run them and see them leak oil. So now all I got to do is thread this one in. It came with a little sealer. If yours doesn't come with that, you can put a little thread tape on it or something. And tighten her down and clip her back in. Oil leak fixed and oil pressure light fixed. Let's see if I can get a look up in there. So maybe like the trickiest part is getting the wire sensor off and getting this to start to thread in up there. There's its little hole. Using my camera as like a little borescope to find the hole. I mean, I'm right on it, but it's not threading in. Could be tricky. Find little threads. Come on, buddy. There we go. There we go. It tightens up so far, and now we'll finish it up with the socket. That'll do it.